Welcome back, everyone. This is the Ultimate Meat Machine. I don't know, I might change the name of that. Um, I've been doing some research, doing some video watching, some heavy contemplating, and I think the easiest thing for me to do is to not try to come up with a design by laying brick by brick, because I think that's going to get fairly confusing and especially since I don't really have an idea and I've never laid brick before. But I guess I'll be learning pretty soon because I'm going to be doing this project myself. I think what I'll probably do is get these dimensions as started and come up with just basically make a solid block and then carve through it. That way I have more control and I can basically, I guess, kind of mold a visual of what I'm envisioning in my head, and then I can come back and apply the bricks to that. At least that's my thought process. So let me get a piece of paper here. That way I can write down a couple of the dimensions. Because I started this project with the idea of, in my head, I wanted a fire pit so that when people come over for a barbecue or even just come out on a cold night and want to sit around a fire, that this thing would put out heat like an open fire pit would. But at the same time, I want to be able to do a rotisserie in there, a smoker, and a flame pit. So that's a pretty tall order, and I have an idea of how I might be able to do that. I'm still kind of working it out in my head, and I think that would be easiest to do if I just started with a block and then start carving away, taking out what I don't want and what my thought processes are for that to make it work the way I want. So I believe in the first episode I mentioned that the deck would be the same height, so it would be a step off onto this, and I gave myself a foot of standing, or yeah, a place where I can stand, and then some edging on the side for whatever, just because I thought it would look good. So with that said, the deck is going to run along this front side here, and my goal is to put this in a position to where it's kind of centered front to back, so that you can almost do like a round or a semicircle around it and it would radiate heat outwards. That's the part in my head that I'm not 100% convinced I can do with a combination fire pit, barbecue pit, things like that. So, I might have to come up with some other unique ideas to get this going. I mean, and I actually even looked on YouTube for some inspiration to see if there was somebody that done anything like this before, and I couldn't find anything. So it's either fire pit or a barbecue pit or a pizza maker, which I don't know if I'm gonna. I don't know. The design I come up with might incorporate a pizza oven type thing, but I know those get pretty warm, so you can cook your pizzas in a few minutes. So let's see, we did 36 inches in height. That's where my top is going to be, so it comes up to just, comfortable working. surface area. Alright, let's get some dimensions here. I know I've got my overall dimensions here that I will be working with. So that's going this way. And then the height is B. And then my front edge here. Whoops. 85. 85 points. What is it? 5. C. Alright, so let's do this. Let's make another part. Yeah, I think this will be just the easiest way to go here. So we're looking at that being the front. And this being the... And we'll extrude that up to the 36 inches in height. Now, I believe on a couple of the, I might do some fancier stuff. And it would be nice if I had like an area that allowed me to set tools, like a prep table. So I might incorporate that as well. Utilize, I've seen a technique where they put like cement on an area on the top, and then like smushed in board, and then put sand over it to kind of set it in place and keep it there, and that looks pretty sharp. I don't know if I'm going to do that exactly, but that might be pretty cool. I don't know. It looked pretty neat. Alright, so we're going to start with this, and let's see, what do I want to call this? I'm just going to call it, oops, carve out template. Why not? Okay, so let's make sure I'm going to change the color on this so I know which side is the front, which side is the back. That'll be front. Now the other thing I also seen was some arches, and that's where they stored wood. That would be pretty cool, but I've got so much wood that we actually have probably about 7 or 8 pallets with those really long metal stakes that you drive into the ground, and they're varying sizes, but I mean, it would be nice to have wood on hand. So I'm thinking that might be something I might do. Since I do have my opening here, I think I'm going to get that dimension as well. And go ahead and put that in. And that's to get out all the goodies. 375. And then from here to here. 10.75 plus 5.5. So we're looking at 11.25. I think, whoops. Alright, gonna create a sketch here. Give us the center line to work off of. And corner to corner rectangle. Whoops, need the dimensions. So we're looking at, actually I need to set this first as symmetric so that when I update that, it's the other thing I've looked at, I mentioned that I was going to do was get see if I could find some grills or some plates and stuff. Um, I'm not seeing anything that's going to be big enough for what I'm envisioning, so I'll probably have to design and have some made. Or since I have a welder and I've never used it, I might try my hand at making my own grates. That would be kind of fun. So we'll see how that goes. Alright, we're going to go through all, and then I'll modify that later. Okay. Now, my initial thought was to have a 45 on here to kind of give this a little bit of a shape. So, let's look at that. Let's go this way, because that would be kind of cool. So, if I do, let me look at this from the top down and see what that would look like. We'll just throw an imaginary sketch in here. Let's do a line from the midpoint of this. That's not going to be. It would have to be to there. That does not look like a 45 though. What is that? It's almost like a 30, 60, 90. Oh, 20, okay. Oh, I was close. Okay, I'm not too fond of that. Actually, I could have done this. That's pretty close. So let's do this. We'll take that off and we'll make this driving. So in SolidWorks, whenever you throw up a dimension and it's already constrained by the properties that you apply to it, and for instance, right now there's no, the only constraint is that it's on this edge, the brick edge. When I fasten it to the corner, that intersection, or that point rather, then any dimension I throw off it is grayed out because that means I can't change it, it's locked. If I remove the coincident relationship, I can either delete this and redimension it, and it'll give me a black dimension so that I can tell it what I want it to be, or I can come in here and take it off of driven, and it changes the color, and I want it to be exactly 45 degrees. So that tells me that if I do that, and I want this length to be the same as this. Actually, that's not going to work. I need a 0.5 off of that because I've got to account for. Excuse me. I got to account for the the mortar that goes in between. So let's do this. Okay, this is kind of gives me an idea of what I'm looking at. I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of that. And I think what I'll do, so I've got a full brick, a half brick, and I think I want a 45. So I'll have to have, let's see, on this I'll have to have a, I think 22 and a half, 22 and a half, 22 and a half, and then one that has 22 and a half on each to give me the 45s. So I think I'll have to have, let's see, let's do add configuration. I'll do 22.5. Uh, one side, and let me. I think that's what I want. Or it should be 45. Now I'm confused. Let me see here. Oh, but what? I didn't do anything. Let's just play with this a little bit. I want to make sure I'm thinking right. That should be a 45-degree angle there since I went from... Oh, whoops. No, we'll make it 45. Okay, yeah, that works. If I do 45, whoops, and then come off a little bit. And then I have another one. Oops, wrong way. So yeah, I'm thinking this needs to be 45, not... I don't know why that attached to there. I just want to move it. No, I don't. Okay. And then I have another brick. Actually, I wouldn't have to cut that brick. I would just lay it at the 45. So yeah, that's okay. So, okay. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, that's easy to do. So this will be a 45 one-side brick. So I want a line from here to here. And we're going to close that off. 5 degrees. I'm going to extrude that through all. And that'll remove that. Oh, what is this color? I want it to look the same. That one? Yeah, that works. And this is going to only be on this one. I need to go ahead and change the name of this. Whoops, 45. Alright, let me get this back. Perfect, okay, good. And I'm doing this so I can get the dimension right on what it's going to end up being. So let's bring, let's see, we're going to change this to 45 one side, and yeah, that's fine. I'll have to fix that. And I'm going to have to clear these mates. That mate needs to go away because I'm going to have to flip this around. That mate needs to go away. Yeah, that mate. Okay, I'll just clear them all out. That'll just make it easier. There we go. I think that's my boss. I hate it when it does that. Come on. I don't know why it decided it wanted to do that. And that needs to be a half inch. Oops. Alright. Now what that'll do, I may have to take that in more because that's going to shorten the depth because I'm coming out. I should have done that on the half brick. Now let's see what it looks like. Five. Let's see. I think I know these two to be. Nope, that's not what it wants. Maybe this and this to be. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, from here to here then. I'm assuming it'll be a little bit less. 10 inches, almost 11. Yeah, that's a little. Nah, it's a little shorter than I wanted it. And it really doesn't give the look that I was going for either. Maybe I do it with 2 bricks. Let's do that. That's fine. That needs to go away. And that one needs to go away. Okay. I'll have to delete those as well. Let's see what we do with this. Yep, that's fine. Come on. Oh, that's a little cooler. What does that give me as far as a distance there? A little over 12 inches. Okay, that's all right. All right, so I'm gonna need a line from here to here. So I need to know what that is. Hello, where's my... There it is. Wait, that's not... Wait, why is that all goofy? What the hell's going on here? That is totally not where it's supposed to be. Alright, let's look at this one. That's fine. That's... I guess that's right. Okay, it just didn't look right for a second. So that's roughly 18 inches opening. Ah, come on. 17 and 3/4. And if I leave those as full, let's go back to this. Okay, so I need that dimension again. What happened to all my tools? So stupid. So the opening. Yeah, for some reason that's not giving me my 45 that I want. Something ain't right here. Yeah, it should be lining up more like that than... I guess I don't understand why it's doing that. Maybe I selected the wrong... That's what it was. I lined up this edge with this, so it pushed it out. Now that I align this up with that, that's what it's supposed to be. Okay, that looks much better. Yeah, I was like, man, I'm not getting a square here. So there's definitely an issue. There we go. 17.75. Okay, that makes me feel better. $17.75. There we go. And that's the opening of the brick, and that's kind of what I'm going for. And then we'll figure stuff out after that. All right. Make those equal. All right. Now we need to define the area that is going to be utilized, the cooking surface. Oh, shit. Yeah, okay. Alright, I need to fix that. That does not go all the way through. So I'm going to go to a brick's depth up to that surface and then back. That brick's depth. 3.6. We'll just copy this. Whoops. Offset from surface. That surface. And we want that much off of it. There. That's better. That's open there, and then I'm going to need, what's this width here? Almost 5 feet. Initially in my mind I was thinking like a 48-inch cooking surface, but we're also looking at the front to back is pretty, yeah, it's almost, yeah, 5 feet as well. So if I do a 48-inch by 48-inch cooking surface, I mean, that's a lot of burgers and hot dogs you could throw on that thing. Actually, that's not a bad idea. I could probably do that. But then again, I'm utilizing most of this for that, and I still need to incorporate some other concepts here. Alright, let's see what we can do. I really want to do an archway. Let's see, if I do an archway, that's a huge area under there. Some of this will just be for show. I've got to figure out how to utilize more of this. Okay, let's identify our cooking area. Let's do that first. Initially, whoops. No, I want this. So I have to have the thickness of the board in mind, or the thickness of the brick. let's try something here. Just see what it looks like. Oh, oops. That is 29 inches. It's 39 inches. And let's go ahead. Put this one brick back. One brick's thickness worth back. See, in this area, let's get rid of that. Let's make this the same thickness front to back, which gives me almost a 30-inch area. But do I want it that big? Because that is freaking huge. I've cooked on some pretty big grills before. That's pretty damn big. Reaching across the garden bed, the other side to flip meat. That's a lot of hot area. Yeah, you have a very good point there. Okay, so let's do it this way. Let's see, this dimension was about a little over 30. So let's increase this to give me a surface here in the front. But what dimension does that look like in the back? I'm gonna see this. That's still 30 some odd inches. I don't think I have a reach of, well, no, I should have a reach of one half your height. I think your height is pretty close to. Let's see, my reach would be 30, roughly 30 inches. And I could have an area up front for food prep, maybe? Or I could allocate the back area as a smoker type and have my food prep on the sides here. That would actually allow me to do a smoker and rotisserie in there. And then all I would have to figure out is openings and stuff to allow massive flow. Okay, I think I'm picking it up, figuring out what I'm kind of, in my mind, what I'm kind of looking to do. Alright. Let's do this from here to here. I'm gonna make that 28 inches. Of course, this is subject to change based on how the bricks lay out when I get that far. And then from width-wise, we're at 39. What does 48 look like? Doesn't give me a lot of room to cook stuff. Or to do food prep. let's see here. Now, let's look at something. This be open. For a smoker, I would have to be able to put the flame through a box. See, my initial thought was to put a smoker on one side and just have this be an open area, which would be kind of cool. I mean, somebody could talk to me from across that way. And plus, this area over here could serve as a condiment area or whatever, or even like a food prep type surface. So that so that you can kind of prep, but then you'd have to bring it all the way around. That's kind of not cool. Let's make that 24. And what does that give me as far as 14 inches? I don't like that. What is that distance again? 8.125. That's not bad. So basically, I could center it front to back. Honestly, yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing, guys. Mm. 48 inches by 26. Yeah, that helps. Yeah, I don't want to reach 38 inches back, so let's not bring that back down to 24. All right, we'll just go with it. Mm, yeah, that's pretty good. I'll be fixing all this pretty soon. So that's going to be all open for ash. So, now, need a support. So, no, that won't work. So, wood storage. I could actually create quite a decent size. Kind of a arch looking thing. Let's see what that looks like, just for shits and grins. But I don't want it to be too tall. And yes, that helps. That information helps. I can kind of utilize some of that concepts in my design there. What's our height here? 6. Oh, that might be kind of cool. Making this kind of like more of like a, could do like a fireplace opening here. That would definitely allow. Okay, all right. Let's do this here. As for that, let's go nuts. Then I need at least the top. Let's see, we'll do brick plus a brick plus 0.5. Oops. So that plus that. Okay. Let's see if we go from here over. Let's see. Make these equal. And this will be, oh, this will be our edge plus an plus 0.5. Oh, wait. That's, oh shit. I goofed that up. I was looking, I grabbed, or I forgot that I had grabbed the long dimension on the brick. That's not what I wanted to do. Alright, let's try this again. This plus that. There we go. And this will be that plus 0.5. Alright, so if I make this bigger, I'm kind of digging that. Let's do this. And likewise, I can make this a driven feature so I have a dimension off of it, and then I can tell it where I want it to go. So roughly 52 inches. I think I need double that. So let's do this. Let's add another brick in there. Alright, rolling with it. Down to here. Boom. Let's get rid of this bottom part that we don't need. Put that in there. Now the exact size of this will probably change a little bit. So this would actually be a fireplace right here. Or just a big, just where I can shove stuff in and just burn. And then when the grill is in use, ash will fall and I could have a cover of some sort. I'm still not entirely sure how I want to do that. Plus I'll have to cut a template for this out of plywood or something to use it as a way to set my bricks up. That'll be fun. Yeah, let's roll with it. Why the hell not? Let's see what it looks like. We'll go offset from the surface. 1 brick's thickness. Okay. Now, obviously, that's not how it's going to finish out, so I'm not worried about it right now. So, okay. If I wanted to, I could actually do something like a dual smoker. That would be kind of fun. Let's see here. And I could still do I'm thinking I might do like wood storage on the sides. That way you can like, yeah, that's actually kind of cool. So if I do, let's see here. Put this area here for tools hang in, like just a small inset. That would be kind of neat. Maybe one side we'll do a bag of charcoal you can put over here, or your mesquite chips or something like that. I still am trying to figure this, what I want to do with this part. Be an open flame rotisserie? Nah, I don't like that. Could have a rail that slides this in front and back. And that is a huge opening if I wanted to do like a fireplace. Hmm. Okay, let me think about this. Let's tackle one at a time. Do we want to go with dual a dual rotisserie smoker? Yeah, I'm lost. I don't know what to do. Let's just throw something in here for a second and see what we get. I originally thought of storage there and there. But if I have a hole, it would only be like half up or something. Let's try that. Oh, we'll leave that there for now. This is something I can do pretty easily. Let's see if I go to be super tall. Plus, it would give me enough room to make the chute. So let's lock this in. Let's see, where would halfway be? Right there. And that would be, yeah. This will be defined by, okay, why did it do that? That was weird. We'll make it 15, which that's going to be the thickness is stacked on top until we hit really close to 15. Dual, for cooking chickens. Yeah, kind of what I was thinking, but maybe I do, because a rotisserie utilizes more of a overflame, It's basically the flame is underneath, and then the chicken sits, or whatever you put on there, a pig, whatever. Hello, Multi Wonder. Thanks for stopping by. Jack of all trades. Ah, you're funny. Um, and then like when you're doing smoking and barbecue, it uses a lot of indirect heating, where your heat source is a distance away from your meat because you're utilizing heat and smoke and really penetrating uh, to cook it instead of direct flame like you would. And you can correct me if I'm wrong, hun. And yes, Heather is my hun, so I can call her that. She's my wife. Um, you can confirm what I'm saying is accurate from a barbecuing type scenario. So I mean, I'm not entirely convinced I want a dual purpose or dual smoke or dual rotisserie, but I could do like a rotisserie over the main, or even back here. Maybe that would be the ticket. I don't know. I'm kind of not sure. Oops. Oh, please. Line. Not sure there's a way to create a smokehouse and a grill at rotisserie as one unit. Well, I'm not necessarily doing. Basically, if I create a way to, if I can get the heat to go from the main into a smoker with racks, then I've created basically a combination grill smoker versus just taking a steel drum, throwing your meat on a higher rack, and then closing it. I mean, you looking to roast a pig soon? Maybe. Maybe. Oh, you're funny. Let's see. Can I go through all? Will that look fine? Yeah, that's fine. We're gonna cut this bad boy up and see how it works. So that's gonna be storage. I don't know if this angle is exactly right, or if this dimension is going to be exactly right, which we'll modify as needed. And I really wanted this to be an inset, maybe for hanging tools or something. Just thinking a spit for a chicken is going to be way different than one for a hog. What's a spit? I don't know that term. The stick that goes through the animal. That's called a spit? I had no idea. I did not know that that's what that was called. Very interesting. Alright, let's get back on this sketch here. Alright, let's do that. We'll just go 16 for that. And then I want that to come down. Want that to come down a little bit. So let's do. See, this is where it's going to be difficult because that sketch is above that carve out. So let's do this. There we go. All right, let's see what this looks like. Extrude cut that. We'll go down about. That'll be different once I get it done. There. Honestly, you know, I really like the idea of what I was thinking of before. Let's do that. Let's just put that in there. Fuck it. Ah, alright, where's my tools? That's the one I want. Whoops. Through. I don't need a box for. Okay, I'm actually just gonna do some funny some stuff that I don't know, just to get something done. Right plane, and I want that feature to be mirrored. There we go. Okay, so, and I want this to be an inset. And that would be really awesome to put tools and maybe a bag of charcoal or something in there. But I also have to have an opening between here and here, and between here and back there for the heat flow. And that'll depend on where I put my grate in my box. Okay, so I got to think about this just a little bit here. So if I'm doing a separate burn, no, I want that to be smokers. Oh, you know what? I have a better idea. Since my top can be whatever I want it to be, I can make that a concrete top instead of a brick top. And then I can cut forms or do a form. That would be that would be cool. No, that's too much. I don't want to do it that way. Look up rotisserie grill and spit if you get a chance. There. There you go. do. Whoops. Oh, okay, that was weird. What's that? That's gonna annoy me. Well, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Let me think here. Could put a cabinet door on that or something like that. And lay that with trim, like a little bit of trim or something maybe. That could be just storage. Spices and whatnot. And if I did that, then I could actually make that same height as everything else. Or the same, yeah, just a brick thick. Okay, but how deep can I go? Just do it this way and then I can fix it later. That way it gives me an idea of what's going on with this. Alright, we're going to do that, and do another mirror of the feature. This will actually be blocked off. This kind of gives me an idea. Normally, I don't know if I can get a rotisserie arm that long. Maybe I can, I don't know. Okay. So, for all intents and purposes, not the internal, but the external shape is what I'm looking at. These areas can be for food prep. I have 2 smokers. 2 bays for whatever. Some wood storage. So I'll definitely need, let's see, how can I do this? That is a lot of stuff. Okay. I don't want everything to fall. Okay, let's do this. Let's look at get rid of everything internal that doesn't apply to the thickness of the brick. So we're going to start a sketch here. And we'll just lock out the edge. Wait, yeah. And then we'll go ahead and offset the thickness of the brick, blah, blah, blah. And I want select chain on, yes. Oh, how come it doesn't select the chain for me? That's just ridiculous. That's good. And then I'm going to rip that out. And I want that to go offset. I'll offset from the top, offset from the surface. And maybe I'll do like an 1.5 or 2-inch thick concrete thing on top of there. Maybe. We'll have to see. We'll just do, I'll do 2 inches for now. Okay. So that kind of clears everything out, gives me kind of a brick, an external brick layout. Now, from here, I'm going to need to be able to funnel all of the ash to this area. So, an internal structure. Oh, that's going to look like shit. Damn it. Why did I think of that? This is so big. I guess I could open this up. Left to right so that it gives me the same. Let me think here. I may have to lower that opening a little bit, but I really want that. Well, I know what I can do. I know what I can do. Yeah. Okay, so let's grab this. See if I can fix this a little bit here. So that'll be like another wall. And then how can I fix that? The only thing I can think of now is to create a son of a bitch. Damn it. Alright. Let's see something here. Okay, something ain't right with that. I am definitely gonna have to change the width of that, or the thickness of that. Okay, that was weird. Oh, come on. Please don't be a butt. Thank you. Yeah, this and this is just going to have to match. So let's come back to that. Oh, I need to take measurements first because I'm backwards designing now. So the width of this is, no, I just need to add to that to make it the same width as that. That's what I need to do. Oh, that's not what I asked for. Let's try this again. I'm going to take that. Make that correspond to that. Okay, but that's, I'm having some issues with this. Nope, I'm gonna have to change that because that's gotta fall in line with how the bricks have got to lay out, which really won't be known until I actually get there. But assuming that this is fairly decently correct, 40 inches. Okay, that gives me what I need to do here. Let's make this driven. And we're going to make this 40 inches across. Oh, okay. What does that give me for here? That I'll probably have to put some. I'll have to do some funky stuff with that. Okay, let's go with that. That closes that off to that. Now I can do the other thing I was going to do here. Whoops. If I go from here to here. Whoops. Ah. You can't split up to 50. Oh, you can get a spit up to 50. I don't know. I've been able to spit for further than that. So
Oh, the jokes.
the jokes, they're so bad. Save us from the jokes. 52 inches. There are also vertical spits, not just horizontal. Yes, there are. Lots of spits. Vertical, horizontal. I bet you could even make one diagonal if you did it just right. No. Okay. Features. Let's bring that down all the way. Alright. This gives me a pattern. Wah, wah, wah. So I can actually clean out ash from the front here because I have a big ass opening. And then on the rotisserie, if I have another firebox, actually I need a pretty much a firebox that's going to go that I can access from the other side. And I also need to be able to collect. No, this is just smoke. Smoke goes through here, so let's do this. Let's assume that this is a perfect world. And we're going to do no, not there. Oh, I do need base for this. Okay, let's get out of that let's cancel that sketch. Okay, I need to fix that. Also, we'll need to fix that. Oh, my goodness. Smoke will come through, and fat and juices when you're smoking, that'll fall through. Hmm, okay. Now, I don't know how that's going to work or not. Now, all this needs to be is a catch. Basically like a flow, a duct. Okay, we'll come to that in a sec. I really need this identified. It's going to be a little bit different. Honestly, I think that is about as good as I'm going to get because now I have to accommodate or account for brick a lot more than what I'm doing now. Which I think this is a really good time for a break. And I'll come back and I'll start piecing this in to the actual build out. And then we'll see how that looks. See what we have to do as far as bricks are concerned. And then go from there. Because at least now it looks like I have a pretty good primary forming pattern for my structure where everything's going to sit and go. And I pretty much did exactly what I wanted to do. Created an open pit or an open area where it would act as like a fireplace. The only thing I'm not 100% sure on is if I need to do a structure up here to where it would carry the heat away like through a chimney looking thing. I don't know. I don't think so because if I leave these open, it's just going to, just like a bonfire. So adding a chimney would just be adding to cost and to not really efficiency or whatever. So, all right, let me take a quick break here and I'll be back in a few minutes and we'll keep going. See how far we can go. Alright, and we're back. Oh, let's see what we got here. Try not to bore everybody for too long here. Just see if we can't get some of this laid out the way we want. I think what I'll do is I'll do my... Okay, so these ones are actually going to go away. No. No, 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 no. These ones... Well, yeah, these ones are going to go away as well. Let me look at this again. Okay. I may have to reconfigure how I'm putting in some of these blocks to get the distances and stuff I want, because right now full is a little bit bigger for the arch, so I may have to change these ones to half bricks. This one gets eliminated. This one would be a half brick with a 45, and then honestly I don't mind the idea of that being a footing. Don't really need it, but alright, let's look at this here. Honestly, I could put them in and then cut it out. I don't like that idea. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. Go ahead and delete this. No, no, I can just change it to a half. There we go. And we'll eliminate this one. Where's my delete? There it is. Alright. And then I'm going to have to make a 45 half one-sided. So, let's do this. Whoops. We'll do a configuration 45 half. Whoops. Just yeah, we'll just go 45 half. And I'm going to actually just change this one to 45 full. Okay. So 45 half. I can unsuppress that there. That's fine. Now, does that cut it at the angle that I want? I don't think that's how I want it to be. Yeah, that doesn't that doesn't look right. Did I cut this on the wrong? Let me get rid of that. Oh. We'll just go ahead and suppress that. These should be equidistant. Maybe it's not, because I don't think it's twice as long as it is wide. Yes, it is not. Okay. So that half is correct. If I'm cutting it on the long side, then I'm going to have this little... Alright. We'll just roll with it. Let me make sure that it didn't bring in anything else. Okay. Alright, that's fine. Let's go back to... Is there a brick out in La La Land? What's this? Oh, that's a spot on my monitor. We'll blame the cats. How about that? This is going to be a half. There we go. Yeah, half sticks out a little bit more. That's fine. Oh, so that is there. Okay, this is where the trickiness comes in. Okay, this thing is annoying me. I need to move it out of the way. Actually, let's just turn it off for a second. Now, I think I actually need that to be a full so I can do the arch. Okay, so I'm taking this as my guideline. So if I have this from here to here, what is that distance? Six. That seems really wide. Okay, that looks better. So 18.26. Let me copy that and make a note of that. Put that off to the side. Oh, because that would be at least 3 brick links. Brick. Blah. Let's throw a sketch in here. Construction. I need to look at this again. What is the diameter of this? Nine. Now, did I do this? Let me verify something here. It's going to have to come in line with this. So I need to modify that dimension. 4.0625. And we're 15 inches up to the center. Okay. It's 15. And we have this. Should be tangent with that. And what else am I missing? Let's see here. All right, let's change. Come on. Change the sketch plane to that. That's better. That makes a little more sense. Now, if that is 20, or it was 18, so that's like 2 bricks plus some change. So let's get those as some spacers. So that's going to be different. Alright, yeah, let's put those in. Whoops, 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 that's not what I wanted to do. Okay. Go ahead and put these in. I remember right, these are 8. A little over 8. Okay, that's fine. It's that, and then it hits the. Okay. This, I believe goes down to a 45 half. Now I could be wrong on that. Let me double check this dimension here. Nope, that's exactly what I thought it was going to be. All right, cool. So, let's go back to the sketch. Oops, there we go. So that goes there. Now I believe, if I remember right, I believe I can just hide these and it'll still maintain the integrity of that sketch. Yes, it does. Okay. And these don't move. Alright, so that's what I'll have to do. Now, how the hell am I going to build that? I may have to modify this a little bit because I can't really make a supporting structure on that angle just with that one half block. Because this has to be an opening as well. Alright, let's see what became of this opening here. Is that about a brick's width? Yeah, a little bit over a brick's width. Okay, so that tells me that. So I can actually delete that one and make this, change that back to a full, and then this could go to there. This goes away. There we go. So those are locked in place. That's good. Okay, now I can make the top here. Can I do this? No. Let's go with let's modify this sketch and I will create a point. I like that. That should make that work. So this and this will be parallel. That to there will be coincident. Actually, I would have rather. Okay, that's not. That's not behaving how I thought it would behave. Split midpoint and that piece. And it's not going to give me a mate to that? Yes, of course it will. Thank you. Of course, I got to align the axes. Alright, that should be locked in place. Good. Okay. Now I have to create an arch with this. Let's see here. I think what I'm going to have to do is go into this sketch and make me some rules. Center line. And I may have to bring this wall up and see where it lands on the circle to finish this part. Because that's going to determine where my end pieces go and then everything in between. Okay, let's leave that alone for now. Alright, we're going to do full brick, and a half brick on that. Yeah, I don't like the way it does that. That should be fine. And that is in line with this. Oh, alright, I'm gonna. Ah, that's annoying. Flip dimension, there we go. Alright. And then one more. Oh, should do it. No, let's do. Sometimes I make this shit so difficult to do. Okay, now that's okay. That's what I'm looking for there. Now for this, I believe I was going to create a box structure. Why is that? Okay, that cannot be there. That goes away. No, let's change it to edit to the feature, and it's going to change to coincident. Okay. Because that needs to be right up there on that, not a gap away. Okay. Because I used bricks in their spacers before. Oh, wait. No, 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 no. That's what I did wrong. That needs to go back to the way it was. And turn that one back. No. Turn that back. Wait. Now I gotta figure out what I'm doing here. The gap needs to be from there to here. That's where I'm wrong. Okay. So this can go away. And my sketch needs to be modified. That's what I want to go away. Needs to go to there. There we go. Now we're cooking with bacon. Actually, I think I need to go up one more.
Come on. Make a decision. Come on. Make a move or get there.
Okay. Yeah, I think that'll be better. So then the next brick up will be short, and I can put a. Okay, that works. Alright, I think I'm ready to do this. So, if we go off of thickness, we got 1, 2, 4, maybe 5? Let's go. Alright, let's modify this bad boy. Because I believe let's see what we got here. You know, I was initially thinking 15 degrees. Let's do that. Same with this side. I think that puts us a little too close to the next one. Why? Okay, I want. Oh, that sucks. Damn. Let's change this to. Mid-plane. That way I have a center plane there. Make it much better. Oh, no. No, it didn't mess anything up. Okay. So, that way I can take that and that, and can I? Yes, that works. Please. How did I get that to? Oh, it had to be, it won't let me make that quiz. Okay. Ooh, that barely touches. That should be locked in place too. Oh, wait, what's it freaking out about? Oh, probably because I told it to lock the axis. Now it should, yeah, okay. And it's gonna do that. So if let's suppress that one and just align X. Oh, good lord, that is not at all what I want. Okay. Alright, let's try something here. Can we make that parallel? No. Because it's at an angle as well. Okay, I don't understand why. So not cool. Oh my goodness, I can't get this arranged in a position where it makes me feel comfy. How did I lock this one in place? That's what's throwing me off. Oh, because it's parallel that way and that way. This is really annoying. That should lock it in place though, but it doesn't. Oh, maybe I do an angle? And then what? What the hell? Oh, maybe this in line with this? No. This parallel to that? Okay, it works. Okay, that was odd. Alright, so 15 degrees doesn't really leave much for that. So let's go into here. Now this is going to break my deal, but we'll change that to 20 degrees. Okay, and then I'm going to have to change, yep. Yes, I know. There we go. Okay, that's pretty good. Alright, I'll go and change these all to 20 since that's what's going to be the rule of the day today. Not sure how many I'm going to need here. That might be enough. One, two, three. Alright, so we can get rid of this one for now. Do the same thing here. Get rid of this. Okay, there we go. Can't align the axes, but we can do this. 20 degrees. And it was... Shit, I forget what I did over there. Is that it? Oh, that's right. Point. No. How was that? I gotta look at the other break. I can't remember what I did. Angle. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is parallel to that. There we go. Okay. That. Okay. Right. Parallel. Might have to change these to 18 so I have a little bit of gap here. And that way I don't have to shave that one off. Try that. Okay. That is parallel with this. This and this are angled at 20. Alright, that should lock that in place. Alright. Oh, yeah, all those are going to change. Okay. I should have tied it to those dimensions. I could actually do that. Let's look at that here. Let's get rid of what, oops, I need to look at that. D2 at sketch 2? That can't be right. D2 at sketch 2. Alright, let's copy that. And we can change it to, I think it's equals D2 at sketch 2. There we go. Same with this one. Oops. Equals equals. Oops. This way all I have to do is change one and they all update at the same time. Oops. Oh goodness, I can't. Oh, damn it. And I will be doing the same thing with all of these. We, what? Why did those get, oh, that's right. Whoops. This mate is I want to angle 1. I should be able to put it in here. Equals. Okay. Oh. Okay, how come it didn't? Oh, I'm still in the sketch, that's why. Okay. No. Oh, come on. Edit feature. Equals. Whoops. Okay, I could have sworn I could have put tied it to that. Why isn't it? Can I do it under advanced? Well, that bites ass. I could have sworn. Okay, I should be able to do it through here then. God. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. And I want to do, whoops, the same thing to this one. Damn it, I did it again. Okay, come on. D2, sketch 2. Boom, done. Alright, now we'll refresh that. Now all I have to do is go into the sketch and change this to 18. And refresh and everything. There we go. That's pretty good. What's this dimension here? 3/4 of an inch. Yeah, I'm kind of anal about stuff. I don't know how the hell I'm going to get 19 degrees. There we go. All right. Let's mirror that. Mirror, there we go. Mirror plane. Oh, plane. So that's gonna be. Wait. Not that one. Oh, for Pete's sake. This one? No. No. There we go. Front. Nope. Top plane. That's what I want. And boom, done. Alright, now, goodness gracious me, that was, never done that before. That was a learning experience. So I'm going to hide that sketch because I really don't need it. Okay. Kind of look like I know what I'm doing here. Alright, let's see. Yeah, we are, we're going pretty long tonight. I think, since we spent a really good portion of time mapping out exactly how we wanted to achieve our goal here, that's a huge step in the right direction. So I think this will be a good time to go ahead and pause on this build. Or not this build, but this segment of the build. And pick up next week. And hopefully by then, since we got the idea, the concept done, moving forward should be pretty quick. The internals might take a little bit more finagling out, but for the most part, I think we're rocking and rolling. So, thanks everyone for joining. I appreciate you guys stopping by and saying hello and seeing what I do. So, thank you all, and I'll be here same time next week. Have a good night, everybody.